Hey, what is up, you guys? This is Rob. This is another video about your Toyota Tacoma. So here's the thing. I'm going to talk about a modification that I think is super important for your Tacoma. It's not the PPF. It's not any form of paint protection or any form of off-road protection, guys, all right? That is a dash camera. Now, you may be wondering, why is the dash camera so important? Well, I want you guys to watch the following clip. So in that video you guys just watched, that was actually me who was driving. So that was when I had my 2015 Mustang GT, and it was when a driver wasn't checking his sides and he ended up going right into me while I was driving through San Francisco. Now what was nice was that because I had a dash cam, it was pretty easy to just take the footage, send it to insurance, and I was on my way after that. It was obvious that, especially when looking at the video, that it was his fault for going right into me as I was just going straight. So that's why I think having a dash cam is very important. It doesn't have to be the most expensive dash cam or anything like that. Just something that you have, the ability to record and have proof. So with that, let's talk about the Tacoma. So there are a few different, things to consider. And I don't just mean looking at the different brands, but there are actually a few different methods that we can use to put a dash cam into your Tacoma. And these will actually also apply to other vehicles. So let's go ahead and let's get into them. First things first, you guys, you need to figure out what kind of functionality you want out of your dash cam. So do you first want one that is always on? So, this way it'll always be using the vehicle's power, but it will be on 24/7. Do you want one that is only on when the Tacoma is on? Which, usually those are really easy to wire up. Or do you want one with a sort of parking mode? Now, what is a parking mode? So a lot of dash cams nowadays, they have, sometimes they'll call it like the G sensor. And basically it'll sense when your car gets hit. And then when that happens, if your car is off, the camera will basically turn on from a sort of standby state. And maybe it'll record like the next 5 minutes after your car got hit. Just so that you could hopefully get the license plate of whoever hit your car. Or I actually have a parking mode on my dash camera, which we'll get into that brand later. It actually does a sort of a time lapse, which is actually pretty cool because now when my car is off, I get sort of a time lapse video of what's been going on. I have it in a 5-second time lapse intervals. So there have been times where I would leave my cars in a sort of a shifty place. And then afterwards, I'll be like, I wonder what ended up happening. Then I'll go and check my dash camera. And I have caught some pretty interesting things, you guys. I can't show too much of it because last time YouTube kind of demonetized that video. But here is a video that one of my dash cams did capture once. It was on top of a parking garage. Kind of a funny one to watch. So after, you decide what kind of dash cam you want, then we'll get into the next step. So one option, if you want something, it just has to be just on when you want the car on. You could do something like the FitCamX. So this was actually a product I did do a review for. You have to go back a little bit in my videos. So this was a pretty nice one. So as you can see, it actually takes the place of the black plastic part underneath your mirror in your Tacoma. This actually is also available for other cars and trucks. You just have to go on our website to check it out. You can see the lens is right there. And the way this will work is it just goes in place of that plastic piece I mentioned. And it will plug into the power, essentially using this white cable into your power rearview mirror. As you can see, this end goes into the mirror. This end is what the current plug will go into, and then this is what will go into here to power it. So that's a pretty simple way to do it, guys. That way one, you don't really have to worry about any fuses or any external wiring, any of that, and also it's just quicker. Of course, the downside is it will only be running when your car is on. Your rear view is only powered when the truck is on, so as such, that's the only time. Now, to go off of the FitCamX, let me put that to the side really quick. So I'm actually still holding the Y connector. The reason why is that on Amazon, you can actually buy a Y connector. So just like this one, once again, this end will go into the power of your mirror. This end is where the stock, Toyota plug will go into. But instead of a FitCamX, specific plug, this will actually be a USB plug. So that way you can plug in any dash cam you want using the review power. And that is definitely a whole lot easier, guys, because then that way, really just plug and play. It's definitely one way to do it. I, however, did it a different way, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna grab the camera, and then we'll go ahead and talk about that. Alright, you guys, so I'm currently behind the camera, and this is the dash cam I use. So this is actually Rexing V1. So I'll be honest, I've been using these Rexing dash cameras, I'd say since about 2013, and they have been good for me. They haven't given me any issues. I've been using them since they were 720p only. This one does go up to 4K. But I still do prefer to film at 1080 at 60 frames so I can fit the most into my SD card. Now, the way I have this ran is actually through a specific Rexing kit that enables parking mode on this. What is parking mode? Parking mode is that while the car is off like it is right now, you may notice that it's still blinking. It is currently recording in the time-lapse mode, the time-lapse mode that I mentioned earlier. So this is really cool because that way I can always record what's going on in front of the car. If anyone backs up into it or anything. Or honestly, just if I'm wondering if anything fishy was going on in front of the car. For example, like when I left my Supra on top of a parking garage. And you can go through my videos and see what happened when I left that one on parking mode. So the way I have this ran is, it is through a USB that I do run along the headliner up here. Let me open up the door. And then I actually ran it through here. Sorry, let me pull it back a bit. And then right here, right down the liner, all the way down to the fuse box underneath. So let me go ahead and show you guys how it looks under there. Alright, you guys, so we're gonna go underneath so I can show you guys how it looks. And there we go, guys. So this is your fuse box. The cover is removed. Unfortunately, I can't fit the stock cover back on because I went ahead and added in these tabs. So the fuse piggybacks, they are included with the kit that I mentioned that Rexing offers. The link to that and the dash cam is below, as well as the Y splitter I mentioned earlier, in case you were fine of only having the dash cam on when the Tacoma is on. As you can see, this fuse spot was already empty, and this one is always hot. So I have one wire here going to the always hot, and this was actually another empty fuse spot. Now that spot right there, that one is only on when the car is powered. So I have the correct wire in there. And that's it. Just those two, fuse piggybacks there. And that is how I have my Rexing camera in parking mode. It looks really good to me. I know it's a little bit of a mess right here. That's because I was actually redoing it a bit earlier. But yeah, so let me go ahead and get out of underneath the car. Also wanted to show you guys the cover. So as you can see, this blank one right here in the bottom left, that is always hot. And then this one right here was also empty, and that one is the one that only turns on when the Tacoma is on. And that's basically just what I have the Rexing hooked up to. The cables are labeled in terms of which one goes where. Definitely easy to have. As you can see, the Rexing just looks good. I always like to tuck them up a little bit, behind the dot matrix with only the lens showing out to help make it a little bit less visible. And so far, Rexing, honestly, it has not failed me yet. So, very happy about that. And yeah, guys, and just in case you guys were wondering, let me go behind. So right here. So this is the plug that I was mentioning, that if you were to get the Y connector, you would go ahead and plug it in there. There you go, we got a light under there. So right there. So yeah, that's the one if you wanted the Y connector option, or where the FitCamX will plug into, and it would then replace this box right here. So nice and easy. So let me go ahead and get out from here and let's talk a little bit more. Okay guys, so as you guys can see, it is mainly about what you want out of your dash cam. There is nothing wrong if you just want it to be on when your car is on. That's how I've had it in the past. My past 6+ cars, that is how I always had it wired. wasn't until my 2021 Supra was out that I see that this parking mode thing was an all new thing, and I decided why not try it out. You know, the basic kit, as you saw for the parking mode, it does have, you know, 2 fuse spots that you need, the always hot and the spot that's only hot when the car is switched on, as well as the ground wire, of course. The more basic kits will probably just be a single ground wire and then a single piggyback fuse, and which you can then choose. You know, do you want to stick it into a fuse spot that is always hot, so it'll always be powered, or one that is only hot when, you know, the car is on, so then the dash cam will only come on at that time. Or I had mentioned also, for example, the FitCamX, which does use that wire connector that is also available for the Tacoma, which is also, you know, a great option. There's always a different way you can do it. It's always going to be done. Just depends what you guys really want. Please remember, guys, everything that I've talked about, I do have the Amazon link below. So go ahead and check those out. If you have any questions at all about what you saw, any comments, please let me know. As always, guys, I appreciate all your support. Please like, comment, subscribe, and this is Rob, and have a good one.